Hey everyone, how are you? Um, this is level 3, and I'm going to share my screen right here. And this week we are on chapter 10. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen here. One thing, it's on page 64, and this one talks about important job skills. I want to make this bigger for you. Important job skills. So here we have, can you use a computer? Can you manage other people? Are you good at public speaking? Can you teach others how to do things? Can you solve problems? Do you manage money well? Do you work well with people? Do you speak other languages? Okay, so you want to think about what the most important job skills, like using a computer. And in a grammar sense, using a computer would be a job skill. And a job skill is not a person, it's not a place, it's a thing. So here are some job skills: solving problems, working well with people, using computers, teaching others, managing money, speaking other languages, and managing people. Okay, so in this chapter, they talk about gerunds, and they are not, they're not verbs. They look like verbs, but they have ing on the end. Okay, so they sometimes they focus, they look like a verb, but they're not, because here, I like working well with people. I like working well with people. I hate using computers. So you have the verb here. I'm good at managing money. Okay, so it looks like the word teach looks like, and it is a verb when we're using it in a different way. For example, I teach English, but you know how the noun and verb has to be married, right? So here you have I and like, and they are already married. So here we're using something that looks like a verb, a gerund, that has an ing. I like teaching English. Okay. Okay, so what do we know about gerunds? They look like verbs with an ing. So dancing, for example, but they're not verbs. They function like nouns. They can be the subject. For example, dancing is fun. Dancing here is a noun, functions as a noun. Dancing, person, no. Place, no. Thing, yes. Dancing is a thing. Dancing is fun. Or they can be the object of a clause. I love dancing. I, love is the verb, and dancing's the gerund. So we use the verb, usually some of these verbs, right, before the gerund combination. So for example, I love, I like, I enjoy, I don't mind, I hate, I can't stand. For example, I love painting. So sometimes we use these preferences before the gerund. Gerunds, here we go. Okay, so swimming is fun. So swimming here is the subject. It's a thing, is fun. But here, I like swimming. So this is the gerund here because I already have the verb and I have I, okay? So swimming is fun. So I have the gerund here that's functioning as a noun subject, is the verb, and fun is the object. Here, I is the subject, like is the verb, and swimming is the object gerund, right? Here, it's functioning as a verb, swimming now. But look here. So we have the noun, right? Verb is swimming. This is in the present continuous. So this is the verb, is swimming. All right. So sometimes we see a lot of be, do, going, seeing, being, doing, going, seeing to use with gerunds. The students enjoyed, the students is the subject, enjoyed is the verb in the past tense, doing is a gerund, the assignment. The students work hard at learning English. The students is the noun subject and work is the verb, hard at learning English. And sometimes you'll see a preposition before the gerund in a lot of cases. Okay, so we have, this is in your book, and this is, I believe, on page, I'm not really sure what page it is. Okay, so, well, you'll see it in chapter 10. It's at the very beginning. The affirmative statements with gerund. I love traveling. I hate working on weekends. I'm good at using the computer. So I don't, this is negative. I do not mind working long hours. I am, subject verb, I'm the verb to be, not good at selling. Selling is the gerund. I can't stand commuting. Commuting is the gerund there. Okay. This is another section in the book. It's because is used for giving reasons, and a reason is an explanation why something happened. Because, for example, because I don't like blood, I would not be a good nurse. The phrase is because I don't like blood. By itself, it is not a sentence. That is a phrase. So when we have a phrase as an introduction, we use a comma. Then follows the sentence, I would not be a good nurse. However, like we learned in the past, we can, when we have two sentences and we use that word like because in the center of the two sentences, we don't need the comma. For example, I would not be a good nurse. That is a sentence independent. Because I do not like blood. I do not like blood is also an independent sentence. So in this case, where we put because in the middle here, we don't need a comma. And that is, I think that's about it. I'm going to send to you your homework and some videos to help clarify things for you. And next week will be our final class. We'll have a review session. And right after the review session, I will post a quiz online on Edmodo, and I will post your assignment, and you'll have about a week and a half to do the written piece and the Edmodo quiz. Okay, so I hope everyone is well, and I will see you next week. Stop.